A very good afternoon, student. The next topic from the fifth lesson is torque and angular momentum. What is meant by torque? Torque is defined as the moment of external applied force about a point or axis of rotation. The expression for the torque is tau vector. The symbol is called tau. Tau vector is equal to r vector cross f vector. So this is the definition of torque. It's very important. 2 more question. Please note it down. Torque is defined as the moment of external applied force about a point or axis of rotation. The expression for torque is tau vector is equal to r vector cross f vector. Example of torque is nothing but opening and close the door is the great example for the torque. When a net force acting on a body, it produces linear motion in the direction of the applied force. If the body is fixed to a point or an axis, example, the door fixed in the axis, such a force rotates the body depending on the point of applications of the force on the body. This ability of the force is to produce rotational motion in a body is called torque or moment of force. Torque simply says means force acting an object in the perpendicular direction is nothing but torque. So this ability of the force to produce rotational motion in a body is called torque or moment of force. Example for such motion are plenty in day-to-day life. Mention a few. The opening and the closing of a door about the hinges and turning of a nut using a wrench. Turning of a nut using a wrench. The extent of the rotation depends on the magnitude of the force. Magnitude means value of the force. Its direction and the distance between the fixed point and the point of application. When torque produces rotational motion in a body, its angular momentum changes with respect to time. In this section, we will learn about the torque and its effect on rigid bodies. What is meant by rigid bodies? Rigid body means it does not change the shape or size by an external force. The next topic is definition of torque. Already you learned. Torque is defined as the moment of external applied force about a point or axis of rotation. The expression for torque is tau vector is equal to r vector cross f vector. The next, where r is the position vector of the point, where the force f vector, here the force f vector is acting on the body as shown in this figure. Here the product of r vector and f vector is called the vector product or cross product. The vector product of two vectors result in another vector that is perpendicular to both the vectors. Hence torque tau vector is a vector quantity. Please note it down. This is very important objective type question. Hence torque tau vector is a vector quantity. Torque tau is a vector quantity. Now torque as a magnitude or f sin theta. Sin theta means it is mentioned the perpendicular direction. So torque as a magnitude or f sin theta and the direction perpendicular to r vector and f vector. Its unit is, note it down, please note it down, listen carefully. Its unit is Newton meter because unit of force is Newton, distance r is meter, so that is why unit of torque is Newton meter. Now the equation can be written as tau vector is equal to r f sin theta into n cap. Here theta, this theta is the angle between the r vector and f vector, and n cap is the unit vector in the direction of tau vector. So torque tau vector is sometimes called as a pseudo vector. So please note it down. This is very, very important. Torque is sometimes called as a pseudo vector, as it needs the other two vectors r vector and f vector for its existence. The direction of torque is found using right hand rule. This rule says that if fingers of right hand are kept along the position vector with the palm facing the direction of the force, and when the fingers are curled, the thumb points to the direction of the torque. Here, so the curled fingers and the thumb, straight your right hand, fold your fingers, that is mean curled fingers, and the thumb fingers. So when the fingers are curled, the thumb points to the direction of torque. The direction of torque help us to find the types of rotation caused by the torque. So this is very important point. Direction of torque helps us to find the types of rotation caused by the torque. For example, if the direction of torque is out of the paper, then the rotation produced by the torque is anti-clockwise. On the other hand, if the direction of the torque is into paper, then the rotation is clockwise, as shown in this figure. In many cases, the direction and the magnitude of the torque are found separately. For the direction, we use the vector rule or right hand rule. For magnitude, we use scalar form as tau is equal to RF sin theta. This is very, very important formula for your objectives and 2-mark question. Please note it down. The expression for the magnitude of torque can be written in two different ways by associating sin theta either with R or F in the following manner. Tau is equal to R into F sin theta is equal to R into force acting in a perpendicular direction. That means sin theta, it is mentioned the perpendicular direction. So tau is equal to R into sin theta into F is equal to R perpendicular direction of distance with force into force. Here F sin theta is the component of F vector perpendicular to R vector. Similarly, R sin theta is the component of R vector perpendicular to F vector. The two cases are shown in the figure. This is the figure. It is represent the F vector perpendicular to the R vector. The R vector is perpendicular to the F vector. R vector, F vector perpendicular to R vector, that is the tau is equal to RF sin theta. Then another second case is tau is equal to R sin theta into F means R vector is perpendicular to the F vector. The next, based on the angle theta between R vector and F vector, the torque takes difference value. The torque is maximum when R vector and F vector are perpendicular to each other. That is, when theta is equal to 90 degree. When theta is equal to 90 degree and sin theta, sin 90 degree is nothing but 1. So tau vector maximum tau is equal to, that means torque maximum is equal to RF. Torque is 0 when R vector and F vector are parallel or anti-parallel. If parallel, the theta value is equal to 0, sin 0 degree is equal to 0. If anti-parallel, theta is equal to 180 degree, sin 180 degree also 0. Hence, torque tau is equal to 0. The torque is 0 if the force acts at the reference point, that is R vector is equal to 0, tau also 0. The different cases discussed are shown in this table 5.1. So here, the third case is when the R distance is 0 means tau also 0, that means torque also 0. Torque also 0. The next point, important topic, torque about an axis. Torque about an axis. In the earlier section, we have dealt with the torque about a point. In this section, we will deal with the torque about an axis. Let us consider a rigid body. Rigid body means it does not change the shape or size by an applied external force. Rigid body capable of rotating about an axis. This is the axis AB. Let the force act at a point P on the rigid body. The force F may not be on the plane ABP. When we can take the origin O at any random point on the axis AB, then the torque of force F about O is tau vector is equal to R vector cross F vector. The component of the torque along the axis is the torque of F vector about the axis. To find it, we should first find the vector tau vector is equal to R vector cross F vector, and then find the angle phi between tau and AB. Remember here, F vector is not on the plane ABP. The torque about AB is parallel component of the torque along AB, which is R vector cross F vector into cos phi, and the torque perpendicular to the axis AB is R vector cross F vector into sin phi. Here this is sin phi. The torque about the axis will rotate the object about it, and the torque perpendicular to the axis will turn the axis of rotation. So when the force acting in the perpendicular direction, torque also acting in the perpendicular direction of the rotation. When both they exist simultaneously on a rigid body, the body will have a precession. One can witness the precessional motion in a spinning top when it is about to come to rest, as shown in this figure. This is because rotation, precession, then mg, that means gravitational force acting on the precession of a spinning top. Study of precession is beyond the scope of the higher secondary physics courses. Hence, it is assumed that there are constraints to cancel the effect of the perpendicular components of the torques, so that the fixed position of the axis is maintained. Therefore, perpendicular component of the torque need not be taken into account. The next important point, 2 points, is very, very important. Hereafter, for the calculation of torque on rigid bodies, we will, this is very important point for your objectives as well as a 2-mark question. Consider only those forces that lie on planes perpendicular to the axis and do not intersect the axis. Then consider position vectors which are perpendicular to the axis. So, torque means the force always acting in a perpendicular direction with distance. So, once again repeat this point. Consider only those forces that lies on planes perpendicular to the axis and do not intersect the axis. Consider position vectors which are perpendicular to the axis. The next important topic is torque and angular acceleration. Torque and angular acceleration. Comparing with the torque and angular acceleration. Let us consider a rigid body. This is the rigid body rotating about a fixed point. This is the fixed point, fixed axis. Fixed axis. A point of mass m, this m in the body, will execute circular motion. It will execute circular motion about a fixed axis. A tangential, this is a tangential force, F vector acting on the point mass, produce the necessary torque for this rotation. This force F vector is perpendicular to the position of this is perpendicular to the position vector R vector of the point mass. The torque produced, both the force on the point, the torque produced both the the torque produced by the force on the point mass m about the axis can be written as. How will you written? Tau vector is equal to RF sin 90 degree. Sin 90 degree means 1. So R into F to RF. That means force into distance, perpendicular distance. Tau is equal to, force is nothing but ma. That means what is the formula of force? Mass into acceleration. Just substituting the formula of the force, F is equal to ma. Through this equation we get tau is equal to R into ma. Already we know the formula, acceleration is nothing but R into alpha. R into alpha, just substituting, replace this value, A can be replaced as R alpha. So tau is equal to R into mr alpha. Here R into R square, mr square alpha. So tau is equal to mr square into alpha. Hence, the torque of the force acting on the point mass produces an angular acceleration alpha. Alpha means angular acceleration. Angular acceleration, what is the definition of angular acceleration? Angular acceleration is defined as the rate of change of angular velocity. Rate of change of angular velocity is nothing but angular acceleration in the point mass about the axis of rotation. In vector notation, tau vector is equal to mr square into alpha vector. Tau is equal to mr square into alpha vector. The direction of tau and alpha are along the axis of rotation. If the direction of tau is in the direction of alpha, it produces angular acceleration. It produces angular acceleration. On the other hand, if tau is opposite to alpha, angular deceleration or retardation is produced on the point mass. This is very important point, children. Listen carefully. On the other hand, if tau is opposite to alpha, that means torque is opposite to the angular acceleration. Angular deceleration or retardation, because negative acceleration is otherwise called a deceleration or retardation. Negative acceleration means when the velocity is decreases with respect to time taken. Decreasing change of velocity is nothing but deceleration, that means negative acceleration. Angular deceleration or retardation is produced on the point mass. The term mr square means moment of inertia. I is equal to mr square. The term mr square in equation 5.14 and 5.15, here this is a 5.14 and 5.15. mr square is nothing but moment of inertia. Is called moment of inertia, I of the point mass. A rigid body is made up of many such point masses. Hence, because rigid body having many particles, so many particles in a body. So the rigid body is made up of many such point masses. Hence, the moment of inertia of rigid body is the sum of moments of inertia of all such individual point masses that constitute the body. I is equal to summation of mi ri square. Summation of mi ri square means all the point mass of the body. All the point mass of the moment of inertia of the body is nothing but I is equal to summation of mi ri square. Hence, torque for the rigid body can be written as tau vector is equal to summation of mi ri square into alpha vector. So otherwise the equation can be written as, in other term, tau vector is equal to I into alpha vector. That means summation of mi ri square is nothing but moment of inertia. That is why this step can be written as I. Tau vector is equal to I into alpha vector. We will learn more about the moment of inertia and its significance for bodies with the different shape in section 5.4. The next important topic is angular momentum. The angular momentum in the rotational motion. Momentum is, what is meant by momentum? Product of the mass and the velocity. Here angular momentum means this product of mass and velocity which is make an angle. That is why angular momentum. The angular momentum in rotational motion is equivalent to linear momentum in translation motion. The angular momentum of a point mass is defined as that. This is very, very important. 2 more question. Please note it down, children. The angular momentum of a point mass is defined as the moment of its linear momentum. Moment of its linear momentum. In other words, the angular momentum L of a point mass having a linear momentum T at a position R with respect to a point or axis is mathematically written as L vector is equal to R vector cross P vector. This is very, very important formula. L vector is equal to, that means angular momentum is equal to R vector cross momentum P vector. The magnitude of the angular momentum could be written as L is equal to Rp sin theta. That means perpendicular direction. L is equal to Rp sin theta, where theta is the angle between R vector and P vector. L is the perpendicular to the plane containing R vector and P vector. As we have written in the case of torque, here also we can associate sin theta with either R vector or P vector. L is equal to R into P sin theta. R into P sin theta is equal to R into momentum in acting in a perpendicular direction. Otherwise says L is equal to R sin theta into P. That means perpendicular distance with the momentum. Perpendicular distance into momentum. Where P perpendicular is the component of linear momentum. P perpendicular to R and R perpendicular is the component of position R perpendicular to P. The angular momentum is 0. L is equal to 0. If the linear momentum is 0, P is equal to 0. Or if the particle is at the origin, R vector is equal to 0. Or if the R and the P vector are parallel or anti-parallel to each other, theta is equal to 0 degree or 180 degree. This is the condition. There is a misconception that the angular momentum is a quantity that is associated only with the rotational motion. This is very, very important point. Only with rotational motion. It is not true. The angular momentum is also associated with bodies in the linear motion. Let us understand the same with the following example. Thank you, children.